world is watching closely as a new superpower enters the fray, and the implications, well, they're sending ripples across the globe. We've been following reports of a deepening partnership between Russia and Iran, a move that could fundamentally change the landscape of the epic fury conflict. When President Trump was recently asked about Russia helping Iran target and attack Americans, he dismissed the question, calling it stupid to ask at such a time. But just minutes later, the Iranians themselves confirmed the reality. They didn't shy away from it. Tehran is calling it a strategic partnership, making it clear that their military cooperation with Russia is neither new nor a secret. It's a partnership that has existed in the past, and one they say will continue long into the future. This has raised serious alarms here at home. Retired four-star General David Petraeus is now urging the president to push Congress to pass the sanctions bill currently in the Senate. Led by Senator Lindsey Graham, the bill has the support of 90 out of 100 senators. The general believes it's long past time to slap these sanctions on Russia, especially now. You see, Russia is reportedly providing the vital intelligence and targeting data that Iran simply doesn't have on its own. This explains the sudden, chilling accuracy we're seeing from Iranian missiles and drone strikes. Speaking of drones, the Epic Fury campaign has been raging for over a week now, and we're starting to see the Pentagon's playbook in action. In a fascinating twist, the US has been reverse engineering captured Iranian drones. They're literally pulling the guts out of these lethal machines, sending them back to America, and returning them to the battlefield with a Made in America label. General Petraeus noted how rare this is, to turn an enemy's own invention against them. But the scale of this drone war it's staggering. While the US is expected to produce maybe 500,000 drones this year, Ukraine, learning and adapting at a spectacular rate, is on track to produce 7 million. It's a level of production the US is now having to study very, very closely. And then there's the question of what comes next. Could we see boots on the ground? Aboard Air Force One, President Trump suggested it's a possibility, if there's a very good reason. There are reports that the administration is considering moves to secure unsecure uranium facilities or even seize major oil export locations in the Gulf. General Petraeus agrees that we shouldn't rule anything out. Keeping options alive in the mind of the enemy is a strategy in itself. However, he suggests we might see sneakers on the ground first, special operations or advisors helping the opposition rather than a full-scale frontline invasion. It's a daunting task. Iran has a mosaic defense in place, a decentralized system that allows local commanders to keep fighting even if their top leaders are taken out. And with 1 million men under arms, the regime has already shown a terrifying willingness to use force. While the US has seen success, knocking out nearly 90% of missile launches, the drones remain a steady, problematic threat. And the cost of this conflict is hitting home in other ways too. The price of Brent crude oil has surged to over $93 a barrel, up from the mid-60s before this all began. Ultimately, the biggest worry isn't just the military objective, it's what happens after. If the regime survives and is simply replaced by another hardline cleric, we could find ourselves facing the same crisis all over again. The military can create the conditions for change, but as we look at the days ahead, the path to a true political transition remains incredibly narrow.